There used to be this little kid, and this little kid being me, who would always come home every day from school just eagerly awaiting to play all his video games. He would come home and drop all of his books because who really does their homework as a child, and he would run right to the TV just so that he could play his Sega Genesis and play Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'd also play NHL 95 or 96 because, as you can see behind me, I do love my hockey. If it weren't for the fact that the Oilers have sucked continually and consistently for the last 5 years, I would have something to talk about with regards to hockey, and that's not the case. And now, as I have progressed in age, it has seemed as if my interest in video games has gone down the toilet. I seem to only play one video game a year and end up beating that video game in like 2 weeks like I normally would, and then don't go back to any video games after that. I think I've already filled my quota for the year because I've already beaten Pokemon Black. And by beaten, I mean beating the first 8 gym leaders and then not playing the game ever again. Well, and after beating the Elite Four. I even go out of my way to get video games for myself or get them given to me for birthday or Christmas presents, and I still don't end up playing them. And I know that I'm gonna buy Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, and Sonic Generations in November, but do I think I'm ever gonna beat them? I have a good 5 or 6 video games waiting in my wake for me to play them, and I don't think I'm ever going to eventually play them. The first time I purchased a video game and never ended up playing it happened to be when I bought Grand Theft Auto San Andreas from a friend of mine, and my mom didn't want me to play it because one of my uncles is a cop, and she didn't want my 13 and 14-year-old brothers watching me run over cops. I still don't know where my mom put that game, and I don't think I'm ever gonna find it. But this only really started recently happening during my last few years of college, and I can't figure out why. I would always go and play video games in my spare time because that would be the fun thing to do. Now I'm seeing myself reading more. Yeah, they're good. You should go read them. I've never stopped liking video games because I obviously wouldn't keep buying them if I don't like them, and I wouldn't play games like Minecraft or Mario Kart with my friends if I didn't actually like them. Saying that I don't have time seems to be the lamest excuse I could give for not wanting to play video games anymore. I wouldn't even say it's not wanting to play video games anymore, I would just say it's just a lack of motivation to continue to play any video game that I start. As I dwell more and more on it, it just seems like as I got older my interests moved past just sitting for hours and hours and hours playing video games until I beat them. I've also been under the mindset that I'm not the only one that this has happened to, but that I'm the only one who has actually spoken about it publicly. Video games, what happened to you? You used to be the love of my life, and now you're just a sad afterthought in my past. I just wish there was some way to rekindle that love of that old lust that I once had. One day, maybe, but as of right now, it looks like this old flame has finally burned out. Maybe one day the flame will come back and burst out bigger and better than ever, but right now, it's flickering, and it seems like it's finally going out.